Harsh thoughts tighten the body. Gentle ones make it breathe. The tone of our mind shapes how the world feels against the skin. Before reality reaches us, it passes through the filter of thought. And that filter can be sharp or soft, forgiving or cruel. We often speak to ourselves in ways we would never speak to others. We call ourselves names we defend our friends from hearing. We punish small mistakes as if they defined us, forgetting that even the mind needs kindness to grow. The body listens to thought. It contracts when the voice is harsh. It opens when the voice is kind. Calm doesn't begin with silence. It begins with tone. Gentle thinking is not denial. It's redirection. It doesn't pretend pain isn't there. It simply chooses not to amplify it. A soft thought doesn't mean weak. It means wise enough to guide without wounding. It's what happens when compassion learns to speak fluent. Logic. We are taught to think critically, but rarely to think kindly. We analyze, we compare, we dissect, until self-judgment becomes habit. But analysis without tenderness is like light without warmth. It illuminates but doesn't heal. The mind, like clay, responds to the hands that shape it. Handle it roughly, and it cracks. Handle it gently, and it holds form. Imagine if thought were touch. How differently we'd treat ourselves. Every time we called ourselves stupid, it would sting. Every time we said, "I'm trying," the body would relax, as if being understood. Gentle thinking is a practice, not perfection. It begins in noticing. What tone does my mind use when it speaks to me? Does it rush? Does it accuse? Does it ever pause to comfort? Most of us don't think. We scold. We confuse motivation with criticism, believing harshness keeps us moving, when in truth it only makes us afraid to rest. A gentle mind is not lazy. It's sustainable. It knows growth can come without self-harm. It replaces, "What's wrong with me?" with "What do I need right now?" It listens before it instructs. It forgives the human before it corrects the habit. It understands that discipline without compassion is just another form of punishment. The practice of gentle thinking asks us to change the rhythm of our inner voice, to slow it until it matches the pace of the breath, to make space between sentences for grace to enter, to let thought and emotion meet instead of collide. When we do this, clarity returns, not through force, but through peace. Even when we fall short, we can choose how to narrate the fall. We can say, "I failed again," or we can say, "I'm still learning how." One closes the heart. The other keeps it open, and an open heart learns faster. The voice we use inside becomes the world we live in. When the inner tone is gentle, conflict softens, relationships ease, and even challenges feel less like punishment and more like participation. Because gentle thinking doesn't erase responsibility, it transforms it into care. The more we practice, the subtler it becomes. A thought arises, sharp, impatient, familiar, and before it digs in, another voice whispers, "Try kindness." The pattern shifts, the shoulders drop, and the body remembers what ease feels like. That's how transformation begins, quietly, invisibly, but deeply. Gentle thinking isn't about always being calm. It's about staying kind, even in chaos. It's knowing that criticism can coexist with care, that we can correct ourselves without cruelty, that we can feel doubt without dismantling who we are. The soft mind is not fragile. It's flexible. It bends with circumstance but doesn't break. It learns to translate discomfort into information instead of injury. It lets sadness speak, but doesn't let it narrate the whole story. It knows how to stop the storm from becoming identity. The more we soften, the stronger we become, because gentleness builds endurance. It allows the mind to stay open without collapsing. It turns awareness into sanctuary instead of scrutiny. When we speak kindly to ourselves, the world's noise becomes less intimidating. Because the most important conversation is the one that happens in silence. Practice this today. When a harsh thought appears, pause. Don't argue with it. Just respond softly. Say, "I hear you, but we're safe now." And watch how the body reacts, how the jaw unclenches, how the breath lengthens, how even your surroundings seem to exhale. Gentle thinking doesn't fix life. It frames it differently. It's the difference between looking at a broken branch and seeing ruin, or seeing proof of resilience, between calling yourself damaged or still becoming. Let your thoughts speak softly. The mind listens better that way. This moment brought you calm. Stay a while. Subscribe. And let this space remind you that kindness is also intelligence. Every day, we return here to breathe, to listen, and to remember that gentleness is not the absence of strength, but its most refined form.
This is form within mind, where calm takes shape.